Cardi B has just walked away victorious from a civil trial that has been hanging over her head for several years. A security guard named Imani Ellis filed the lawsuit, claiming that Cardi attacked her outside of a doctor's office in 2018. According to Ellis, the Grammy-winning rapper allegedly cut her face and spat on her during the incident. But from the very beginning, Cardi has strongly denied those accusations, insisting that she never touched the plaintiff at all. After days of testimony, the case finally reached its conclusion. The jury deliberated for less than an hour before returning their verdict, and just moments ago, they found Cardi B not liable. This means Cardi will not be responsible for any damages or financial compensation in connection to this lawsuit. Now, this verdict puts to rest a legal battle that has followed Cardi for quite some time. To understand how it all began, we need to go back to 2018. At the time, Cardi B was at the height of her career breakthrough. Her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, had just taken the industry by storm, and she was quickly becoming one of the most talked about figures in hip-hop. But with her rapid rise to fame also came a fair share of drama and legal troubles. The incident in question happened outside of a doctor's office. Imani Ellis, who worked as a security guard, alleged that Cardi became confrontational during their interaction. Ellis claimed the situation escalated to the point where Cardi physically struck her, leaving her with injuries to her face. She also alleged that Cardi spat on her during the altercation. These are very serious accusations, which is why Ellis decided to pursue legal action. However, Cardi B has consistently rejected this version of events. Throughout the years, she has stated that she never assaulted Ellis and maintained that the claims were not only false but damaging to her reputation. Fast forward to now, and the jury has sided with Cardi, deciding that Ellis did not present enough credible evidence to hold the rapper liable. This case adds to a long list of lawsuits and legal challenges that Cardi has faced during her career. Being in the spotlight, especially at Cardi's level of fame, often makes celebrities easy targets for lawsuits, both valid and frivolous. Cardi herself has acknowledged that being in the public eye comes with people trying to profit off of your name. For example, many people remember Cardi's high-profile defamation lawsuit against blogger Tasha K. Cardi successfully sued Tasha K after the blogger spread damaging false claims about her. That case ended with Cardi being awarded millions in damages, further proving that she takes her reputation seriously and will fight back in court if necessary. Cardi has also faced other legal matters, including her well-publicized strip club altercation case in New York. That situation led to criminal charges, where Cardi eventually took a plea deal in 2022. She accepted responsibility for her role in that fight, which involved 2 bartenders, and agreed to community service. So while Cardi is no stranger to legal headlines, the outcome of this most recent civil trial is a clear win for her. Not only does it clear her of the accusations made by Ellis, but it also shows that jurors didn't find the plaintiff's story convincing enough to hold Cardi accountable. Now the question becomes, what does this mean for Cardi moving forward? Well, legally, she's walking away with no financial or reputational damages from this case. And at a time when Cardi is preparing for new music releases and balancing her role as both an artist and a public figure, this verdict allows her to shift her focus back to her career and her family. But it's also worth noting how Cardi B's legal history has shaped public perception of her. To some, these lawsuits are just part of the territory when you're a superstar in the music industry. To others, they serve as reminders of her sometimes volatile image. Regardless, what stands out in this moment is that the court found no liability, and Cardi can move forward without the weight of this lawsuit on her shoulders. This case is also a reminder of the broader pattern of celebrities being dragged into court, whether fairly or unfairly. Many artists, athletes, and actors face lawsuits simply because of their visibility and wealth. In some cases, the claims are valid and accountability is necessary. But in other cases, the evidence doesn't hold up, as we've seen here. Cardi's situation falls into that second category, where the accusations ultimately didn't match the proof. For Cardi B, this outcome reinforces her stance that she has been unfairly accused, and it may even strengthen her resolve to continue defending herself against false narratives, just as she did in her defamation case. As of now, Cardi is free from any liability in this trial, and her career continues to move forward. Fans are now watching closely to see what she does next, especially musically, since she's hinted at new projects on the horizon. With this legal matter behind her, Cardi has one less distraction standing in the way. In the end, this case may have been a setback emotionally, but legally, Cardi B has come out on top. And it adds yet another chapter to her already complicated history with fame, controversy, and the courtroom. On top of that, rumors have been swirling that Cardi might actually be pregnant again, possibly by her current boyfriend, NFL player Stefon Diggs. So when Cardi showed up to court recently, paparazzi and reporters started firing off questions, not just about the lawsuit, but about the pregnancy rumors. And instead of keeping it respectful, one reporter crossed the line completely. He didn't just ask if she was pregnant. He went as far as to suggest there could be paternity issues between Stefon Diggs and Offset, her estranged husband. That's when Cardi snapped. She picked up a pen and threw it directly at the reporter, telling him not to disrespect her. And honestly, I don't blame her for being upset. The question was out of pocket, unnecessary, and downright insulting. But here's the problem. Cardi is literally in court, fighting an assault case, and now she's being filmed throwing objects at another person outside the courthouse. This isn't the first time either. Remember, she's also facing another lawsuit after throwing a microphone into the crowd during a performance and accidentally hitting a fan. Even though the frustration is understandable, these moments can easily turn into more lawsuits. Cardi is already under enough stress dealing with the current case, pregnancy rumors, and the pressure of new music. Losing her temper publicly like this only gives critics and opportunists more ammunition. Still, many fans came to her defense, saying the reporter's question was way out of line and that he provoked her on purpose. Others, though, believe Cardi needs to practice more self-control, especially given her history of legal troubles tied to losing her cool. So now, people are split. Was Cardi completely justified in snapping on that reporter? Or should she have ignored the question to avoid fueling more drama? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Was the reporter wrong for asking something so disrespectful? Or was Cardi wrong for reacting the way she did?